Hello friends, in this tutorial we will study two very basic concepts of TypeScript, which are uh, use of any with objects as a data type, and the second concept is how we can use default export with our classes, interfaces, etc. So let's start and understand use of any with a practical example. Let's create a variable or object of a student, and there are only two fields over here, name, and name of the student is Arshad, and then we have second fields or property, which is address of the student, and its value is street 1. Okay, so here we need to update address value of the student object. So write student object dot address equal to, we can update its value street 2. So in this way we can update student or address value. But if I want to assign uh, a value which is a number, so compiler is showing error over here because we cannot assign a value which is 254 to address property, because its data type is string. Why string? Because at first time we created this object, we assigned a string value to this address property. So this is a string data type assigned to this address object. So if we want to store any other data type of string, we need to use a keyword any with this student object. So we create any append any keyword over here. So you can see now we can assign address to this, we can assign digits to this address property. So we can say when we use any with object, you can store any data type data in all the fields of the object. Now we can store similarly student dot name of the student equal to 1 to 3. We also can store digits in the name of the student. So this is all about keyword any. The second concept we are going to study here is uh, module or use of export default keywords. So let's start with example. Let's create a class which is student, then create an other class, not a class but a ts file in a separate file, and name it as a stu.ts file. Okay, now we have two files, stu which is also a student, and student. Now in student file we create a class. Now we need to use a keyword class, and name of the class is student. Then we have body of the student, and here we create a variable which is degree, and its initial value is IT. Okay, now we create another class in stu file, which is also a student class. Now you can see compiler is showing error, which is duplicate identifier. So to solve this problem or issue, we will use modular approach by using export default before keyword class. So here I am using export default. So in this way we can create two classes with the same name. So now we will use these both student classes in our app file. So app file, no, I think that file is deleted, so we create a new file, app.ts. And in app.ts, if we want to use both student classes in app.ts file, we need to import both classes in app.ts file. So let's start to import both files. For if you want to import, you need to use a keyword import, then name of the class, you can uh, name it any name, and then from, and then we have name of the file in which class is defined, and we defined in student, and then we name this class IT student. Okay, then we create another import and name this software engineering student. Okay, and this is in student. What error? IT student is declared but its value is never read. Okay, now we have imported both files. Then we create objects. Now if you want to create object of IT student, then you need to use this IT student keyword over here. Let IT student is equal to new, and this one. Okay, then we print simply name of the degree of the student, and here we will use IT student dot degree student. Here we have, sorry, we have not used export default with this student class. Okay, we have to create degree in stu file and student file. So now we can dot degree print over here. So let's create another object of the second class, which is software engineering student, and here we have student software engineering student, and replace it with se, and we can use this variable over here. So let's compile our files. First of all, we need to compile stu, sorry, it's capital tsc, and then we will type stu.ts. Then we will compile our student ts file. Then we will compile app.ts file. Then we will run app.js file, which is our JavaScript file. Here we have error, and error is file app.js is JavaScript file. Did you mean to enable the, okay, sorry, we need to node use node not ts file. So here we have IT student and IT, sorry, it's IT, and in student we have IT. That's why terminal is showing IT. No, here we need to use student, IT student, and SE student. STU is software engineering student. So let's save it and compile this file again, which is STU, which is software engineering. Okay, and student STU, and then we need to app.ts. Then we will run our JavaScript file, and here you can see we have IT and then software engineering printed over here. So that's it for today. Thank you so much.